World Wetlands Day is recognized annually on February 2nd this year under the theme Wetlands for a Sustainable Urban Future. In Belize, there are two areas with the designation of international importance: the Sarstoon-Temash National Park and the Crooked Tree Wildlife Sanctuary. These areas play a significant role in terms of flood mitigation and clean water supply. The area, although protected under the law, provides food and income to its residents.
Crooked Tree, as we all know, is designated as a Ramsar site, which means it is a wetland of international importance. And there are so many reasons why Crooked Tree is designated a wetland of international importance. Locally, it serves as a buffer. It protects the entire central area of Belize against flooding. It has an important role to play in protecting us against some of the major impacts of climate change.
The area is rich with traditional history and uses, including the annual fish haul and logging, as well as hunting in Crooked Tree. This has been allowed through its designation as a wildlife sanctuary too under the Protected Areas Systems Act of 2015.
In Crooked Tree, when it was designated in 1984, it was designated as a wildlife sanctuary. What that did, though, is even though it protected this fantastic area, which is the reservoir, and it's the sponge for flood waters coming all the way from the Maya Mountains, Chiquibol, it ends up in here. This is the overflow location, in essence, and it serves for the protection of the floodplains in the lower Belize River Valley. We have the passing of the new Protected Areas System Act, and that has an allocation for a designation called Wildlife Sanctuary 2. It still recognizes the ecological importance of this location, but it will now allow for traditional usage.
But the event was twofold because GOB endorsed a Memorandum of Understanding with stakeholders, including the Crooked Tree Village Council. It will serve as a platform for dialogue between government agencies and village reps for community involvement in the sustainability of the protected area. Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Forestry and Climate Change, Dr. Omar Figueroa, says that this new direction is dear to his heart because 15 years ago he did research and surveys within the area.
Across the entire region, Crooked Tree is perhaps one of the more unique, one of the more important wetland systems. And so what the villagers of Crooked Tree have in this area is really a jewel that, if managed properly, if managed sustainably, could be here well into the foreseeable future. And so I want to thank everybody for coming to the table today and trying to forge a way forward in a sustainable manner for what is clearly, in my opinion, one of the more important natural areas of our country and, in fact, the region.
The MOU is short-term and will span an 11-month period for dialoguing. Executive Director of the Belize Audubon Society, Amanda Burgos Acosta, says it is expected to bring a final resolution to standoffs between residents and the managers of the protected area.
They always say that it takes conflict sometimes to bring people together to dialogue. So since then, we have been working with the Forest Department, the Fisheries Department, and the Village Council. And we have been having dialogues as to how to move forward and what are really the root problems and how can we move forward in Crooked Tree. We've had a little bit of responsibility reassignments and roles. The Village Council will be more involved in the holidays and in the logging process, the petty permits that allow for logwood extraction in this area. And it really is a measure for confidence building, for trust building, for us to find a way and a path forward. We have also secured funding along with the Forest Department from GIZ Selva Maya project that will be helping us to move forward and have the consultations and draft up this new legislation and what we'll look at.
Duane, Moody for News 5.